How's it going, Jesse? How you doing, man?
All is well. That's much better, man. Thank you for calling.
No, thank you for taking my call, man.
Yes,
I
sir.
just wanted to call to answer your biblical question, then I had a couple things to say after that, if you don't mind.
Do you live in the wilderness?
I do not live in the wilderness anymore, and for the longest time in my life I did, man, and I didn't even realize that I was living in the wilderness. I would hang around with people that do drugs.
Yeah.
I would do drugs myself. I was, blind. I would, lash out at people who would call out my wrongdoings. Like, my parents would always try to help me and lead me in the right direction. My parents are actually pastors, and they would actually try to help me go in the right direction, and I would lash out against them. And I now realize that that was that ego, that evil spirit in me that was not allowing God in my life and not wanting that kind of leadership in my life.
Yeah.
And I really appreciate what they did for me, man, because if, it was a long time coming. I'm 32 years old now, and I've been clinically depressed since I was 17 years old. And ever since I started listening to you a couple of months ago, bro, I don't even need to hear the word depression. I don't even care about that because that's not anything that I identify with anymore.
Nice.
I'm 100% cured. I'm 100% better because I've been listening to the Jesse Lee Peterson show, and I can't even begin to tell you how much I appreciate you. And I call my parents sometimes, and I talk to them, and they tell me themselves, they say, I can't believe the strides that you've made within the last year that you've been, whatever it is that you've been doing, and I just can't even, begin to tell you how much I really appreciate the things that you're doing for young men. Young men need to hear this, and young men need to know this message that you're delivering because it's important. It's vital to their lives, Jesse. I just wanted to let you know that, man.
Well, God bless you, man. That's an amazing testimony. Are you passing it on to other men and women around you, telling them they need to forgive?
Absolutely, Jesse. I'm telling all my friends, man. I'm telling even people that I just meet. I don't try to push it on anybody. I try to leave it up to them. But I do tell them, I do push them in the right direction. And it's like you said, you can't tell anybody what to do. You can only tell them how to do it. And they can take it if they want to do it. But if not, you can only do as much as you could do. So, I try to push my friends in the right direction. And, I see a couple of them getting better slowly, but also at the same time, inevitably there's those that choose doing what they're doing and keep feeling sorry for themselves. You know what I'm saying? And that's, I keep telling people, don't be a victim. You're not a victim.
Yeah.
You've never been a victim. Stop trying to act like a victim. That's something that they made you believe that is okay, and it's not okay, Jesse.
That's deep,
I'm glad
man.
that you taught me that. I'm glad you taught me that, man.
Right on. Well, that's amazing, and I mean, you made my day, man. When I hear that, when I hear one soul has returned to the Father, it's like 1,000. It's better than silver and gold. So God bless you, man. Stay with it. Stay with it. No matter what happens, what issue comes or whatever, do not give in to anger. Do not give in to anger, and you'll be fine.
No, sir. And let me just say one more, or a couple. I only have one more thing to say, actually. For the people out there that are listening, it's not a night and day process.
Right.
You're gonna fall down a couple times, but always remember to not be hard on yourself, because it's not you. It's the ego inside of you that's been growing, and you need to take it one day at a time and just be okay with yourself and who you are on the inside, because you're a good person, because God made you that way. You're only the way that you are because the world made you the way that you thought you should be, but you're not that. You're good on the inside naturally. You just need to go. You need to just go with what you know is good and not what other people are telling you is okay. So,
amazing. Andrew, have you gone and forgiven your mother?
I have. I've given my mother and my father, yes, sir.
And how did she react to you when you said, I'm sorry for resenting you?
A lot of people say that their mothers are kind of like have a weird reaction. My mother was happy. She cried. And she was like, I'm happy that you are realizing who you are as a man and that you're doing the right thing, because she told me, she said, you're right. I couldn't raise you the way that I knew that you should be raised.
Yeah.
But, you know, she goes, I'm glad that you forgive me for doing so. So she was very understanding, and I appreciate her so much for that.
And how about your father?
Me and my father kind of have a little rough relationship, and he doesn't really understand. He's an ego. He has an ego. He has an ego in him.
Yes.
And you know, but I told him, I said, look, I forgive you for not being able to protect me from my mother, for not being able to do the things that you thought you could do. And really, he was more like, oh, well, you know, why are you forgiving me? You know, like,
he
you
was
know,
like,
but,
what the?
Yeah. But at the same time, man, I didn't even care, man, because I know, I see that in myself. I was never a perfect person, and I see that in him. And I'm just like, man, you know, I forgive you because you can't help it. I couldn't help it. You can't help it. One day, hopefully, you know, you can see the way that I'm seeing right now, because it's the only way to live, Jesse. It's the only way to live, man.
Amazing.
It really is.
Andrew, you have literally made my day. Thank you for your call, man. Stay with the silent prayer. And you're seeing it now that you're not the ego. So continue not to identify with it. It's a thing or whatever you want to call it. They're trying to make you think and feel a certain way. And so from now on, never say, I feel this and I feel that. I'm mad. Absolutely. I'm happy. It's not you at all, man. That's deep. Right on.
Thank you, sir.
Amazing call.
You, Jesse. And, man, let me just say one more thing. I am worried for the young men of this country, man. The other day, or just a little while ago, I was reading a story from the New York Post that there are some kids in the Michigan school district that are asking for the school district to provide litter boxes in their restrooms for people that identify as cats. And to me, I was just like, what the hell's going on in our schools, Jesse? There's these kids, bro, they don't even know what the hell they're talking about. And they think that they're smarter than these people that actually know life. You understand? And I'm just, you know, I just wanted to bring that to your attention.
Right on.
And let you know that these people are freaking out right now, man. They need to really get a dose of God in their life, man.
I'm telling you.
Thank you so much, Jesse. Thank you for taking my call, man.
You're welcome, man. Call me again. Thank you, buddy. Amazing. Isn't that something? Amazing. And don't forget to like, follow, tweet, subscribe, and share the Jesse Lee Peterson radio show, folks. We really appreciate it. We are at war. It is a spiritual battle for the soul of America. And it's going to take all of us to do it.